For Learning is in half an hour's time. That's after the game of national importance.
Hello there, I'm Graham Garden.
And I'm Tim Brooke-Taylor.
And this is Beat the Nation, the show where every question has been tested on over 1,000 people nationwide.
Yes, and the value of each question is calculated by the exact number of people who got it right or wrong.
For example, we asked the nation which city was the capital of British India from 1773 to 1912.
The right answer is Calcutta, and our poll reveals that 14% of the nation knew the answer. So if one of our contestants got that right, they'd have beaten 86% of the nation and therefore scored 86 points.
Quite simply, the more you beat, the more you score. And remember, the best contestants will return to battle it out in our end-of-series £25,000 grand final. So let's find out who's hoping to score those points today. Tim.
First up is Karen Glenn. She's a secretary from Paisley in Renfrewshire, and you've dressed up as something strange as an occupation.
Yes, I was a rabbit at one point in time, but it had its responsibilities because I was also in charge of a frog and a parrot. And they were generally hopping and flapping about.
Responsible rabbit. Why were you dressed like that?
Well, it was my occupation. I worked in a leisure centre and I had to sort of walk about and chat to people and get my photograph taken.
Right. Next to Karen is Tony Cowdrell. He's a local government officer from Great Bar in Birmingham. Now, the House of Commons don't like you very much, do they, Tony?
No, I nearly caused a security alert there. I'd been invited down to record a voiceover for a educational film, and after the guided tour, I accidentally left my camera in the toilets.
Thank goodness I didn't go in afterwards. Now, you want to visit a city? Why?
I'd love to go to Montreal, particularly during the Just for Laughs Comedy Festival.
So, doing voiceovers and... Are you a comedian or an actor?
No, anyone who knows you will tell you I'm not funny.
Well, we'll be the judge of that later on. Next to Tony is Angela Harum. She's a hotel and restaurant manager in Fulwell in Sunderland. Any particular type of restaurant manager?
It's an American-themed restaurant.
All right. You don't have to dress up in an American theme.
No,
not as a rabbit or anything like that.
No.
You have a fear of something. But
Heights. I'm terrified of heights, yes.
And you did something for charity, which is incredibly brave.
I did a bungee jump off a 200-foot high crane. Yeah.
Will you do it again?
Never again.
And what was the charity you did it for?
It was for the children's unit at St James's Hospital in Leeds.
Well, at least it's a good cause. Next to Angela is Carl Byrne. He's a research scientist from Edinburgh in Scotland. Researching what, Carl?
Viruses.
And for the rest of us, we hope you are entirely successful. You're a great fan of El Tells, aren't you?
Yeah, Terry Wogan, big fan of his.
And you went to a fancy dress party?
Yeah, my friend had a Eurovision party and everyone had to go as a certain country, but all the good ones were taken, so I went as Tell himself.
And how did you dress?
I had a nice black blazer on with shiny buttons, a pull neck sweater and great cream trousers.
Sounds exactly like him. Graham, those are our four contestants.
And a lively crowd they are too. Round one, as always, features questions that most people in Britain don't know the answer to. Our polling tells us that less than half of the nation can answer the following questions. But can our contestants? Let's find out. And contestants, I remind you that whichever one of you fails to get 150 points in this round may be leaving early. So fingers poised on those buzzers, because here come the questions. The name of which device is derived from the Greek for at a distance and the Latin for to see? Carl?
Television.
Television. It is indeed.
Only 8% of the nation knew that, and Carl, and 92% didn't. So, Carl, you start with a very, very good 92 points. Well done.
And already Carl only needs 58 to go through to the next round. Fingers on buzzers. What name is given, especially in football, to a match between two local rivals? Angela?
Derby.
A derby, yes.
So 42% knew that, and 58% didn't, so you get 58 points. Good start. Angela?
Former UN Secretary-General Kurt Waldheim was elected president of which country in 1986? Tony?
Austria.
Austria is the right answer.
14% knew that, 86% didn't, so you get 86 points. If you got that at home, that's pretty good too.
OK, it's only Karen who has yet to score. Tony needs 64 to go through, Angela needs 92 to go through, Carl needs 58 to go through. Which pianist had a #1 hit in 1959 with... Tony?
Ross Conway.
with side saddle. Well interrupted. Yes.
Not too many pianists, I suppose, had hits. 20% knew that. You get 80 points there, Tony, which takes you through to the next round. Well done.
Tony is first through. One of Santa's reindeer shares its name with which type of heavenly body? Carl.
Comet.
Comet is right.
Carl, you need 58, and that's worth 67, so you're through to the next round as well. Well done.
Tony and Carl both through. Angela and Karen. It's between you two now. What name is given to the part of a flower that receives the pollen? Karen.
Stamen.
Not stamen. Angela, any thoughts?
I don't know.
Stigma.
It's not so bad, though, because only 9% of the nation knew that. If you knew that at home, you are brilliant.
Try this one. This Wheels on Fire was the title music of which UK TV... Karen.
Ab-fab, absolutely fabulous.
Absolutely fabulous gets you off the ground.
And
Yes.
you've got an absolutely fabulous 72 points. Well done, Karen.
So that means Karen needs 78, Angela needs 92. Bondi and Manly are beaches near... Angela?
Australia.
No, I can't accept that. The full question, Bondi and Manly are beaches near which Australian city? Karen.
Sydney.
Sydney is right.
You need 78, and that is worth 72. Not quite there, Karen.
Karen only needing 6. Angela still needs 92, but it could be done. If Nellie Moser was climbing your garden fence, what would you be growing? Angela.
Clematis.
Clematis is the right answer. I'll take that.
You need 92, and that's worth 87. That's close as well.
OK. Only 5 and 6 points separate one of you from round 2. Traditionally, a cockney is a person born within the sound, Angela.
Bow bells.
Of Bow Bells is the right
And
answer.
you both buzz more or less the same time. Angela, you need 5, but that's worth 54, so you go through. Karen was just feet at the post.
After all that, it's Karen who fails to qualify for round 2. But, Karen, I'm sure Tim can help alleviate the pain of leaving.
I'll do my best, Karen. You can still go home with £100 if you can predict just how clever the nation is. Listen to the following question. If something has turned out satisfactorily, who is said to be your uncle?
Bob.
Bob, absolutely right. But what percentage of the nation do you think knew the answer? And if you can get this 10% either way, I can give you £100.
62.
62, can't be more specific. All right, 52 to 72% is your margin of error. Come on, nation, do a proud. What percentage of you knew the answer to that question? Please make it more than 52. And less than 72. 58%. Excellent, Karen. Yes. Thanks very much for coming on the show. I'm
Pleasure.
very happy to hand over £100.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
So it's goodbye to £100 and to Karen. And that leaves us with Tony, Angela and Carl. And now it's round 2. Just 6 questions here. And as ever, these questions have been asked to over 1,000 people right across Britain. But they've also been asked to a special guest. And our contestants will score points for correct answers. But they could double those points if they can guess whether our special guest knows the answer or not. So, Tim, who's today's guest?
Well, today, Graham, we're joined by Dr. Irving Finkel, a Doctor of Ancient History at the British Museum. Welcome.
Oh, he should know a thing or two. OK, contestants, fingers on buzzers. Here we go with the first of 6 questions. Which dictator's adopted surname, translated into English, is Man of Steel? Tony.
Stalin.
Stalin is right.
You get 86 points there. Now, to double it, you've got to decide whether Dr. Finkel got that right or not.
I would think there'd be a very good chance, yes.
Very good chance. OK, Dr. Finkel, did you know the answer to that?
Which dictator's surname, translated into English, means Man of Steel? Interesting question. How many dictators do I know? None personally. I think the brain cells have given up on that. It's probably an obvious thing. I can't think for the life of me.
I know he's in there somewhere. I'm afraid you guessed wrong there. You don't get double, you just get 86 points.
It's a start. On a map of the London Underground, which line is coloured dark blue? Angela.
Piccadilly.
Piccadilly is right.
And you get 84 points. Now, once again, you've got to guess whether Dr. Finkel gets that right or not.
Yes.
Right? Yes.
The Piccadilly line is dark blue on any map of the Underground if you can read it, because they're usually too small to read.
Well, you were right to go with him, and you get 168 points because you double.
OK, question 3. In which children's TV programme did Big Bird and Cookie Monster Carl?
Sesame Street.
Sesame Street, they appeared.
38 points there. Now, do you think Dr. Finkel would know the answer to this? I think he's been in Sesame Street.
I'll say yes.
Yes, OK. Dr. Finkel.
Big Bird and Cookie Monster, I think, were heroes in something inflicted on children called Sesame Street, if I remember correctly.
Inflicted, eh? Well, you doubled to 76. Well done.
Oscar the Grouch. OK, halfway through, after 3 questions, Tony has 86, Angela 168, Carl 76, so we're all off the mark. Which city was the original capital of Pakistan from 1947 until 1959? Tony.
Karachi.
Karachi is the right answer.
Well done. You get 88 points, which means only 12% knew that, so well done at home. It's out a double. Do you think Irving will get it?
Yes.
Yes, OK. Irving.
The original capital of Pakistan. Karachi?
You were right to go with him, so you double to 176. Shrewd choice.
OK, 2 questions to go, but it's still anybody's game. In which decade did the Spanish Civil War take place? Tony.
1930s.
1930s, yes it did.
Once again, you get 80 points to double. Dr. Finkel, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
The Spanish Civil War took place in the 1930s.
Absolutely right to go with him. You double to 160. Well done.
So Tony's way out ahead with 422, Angela 168, Carl 76. Still got everything to play for here with the last question. What was the name of the Beatles' meter maid? Angela.
Rita.
Rita is right.
Lovely, Rita. You get 72 points. Now, is that the sort of question that Dr. Finkel could answer? Maybe. He knew Sesame Street. Didn't like it, but he knew it.
Yes, I think he would know.
OK.
The Beatles' meter maid. Let me think. Wait a moment. Lovely Rita. Rita.
Yeah, you were right to go with him. You doubled to 144. Very well done indeed.
So at the end of the round, Tony 422, Angela 312, you both go through. Carl outfingered, I think, probably there on the buzzer with 76. That means that you won't be joining us in part 2. But, Tim, do you have some consolation for our parting contestant?
Well, Carl, I've got £100 to give you if you can work out who did the best, readers of The Sun or The Times, when asked the following question: which species of tiger is native to India and Nepal? You don't have to know. Do you happen to know?
The Bengal.
Yeah, absolutely right. But did readers The Times or The Sun? Did more of which get this right?
I'll go with The Times.
You've chosen The Times readers. Well, let's see if you're right. First of all, what percentage of The Sun readers got this right? Is it ever mentioned on page 3, we ask ourselves? And what percent? Oh, 49%. Well, that's quite promising. Let's see what percentage of Times readers. Now, we want it more than 49%. Oh, good heavens. Only 40% of the Times. Perhaps they thought it was an anagram or something. I'm sorry, they've let you down very badly. Thanks for being on the show, Carl. I'm sorry I can't give you the £100.
So it's goodbye to Carl. In part 2, Tony and Angela will be going head-to-head to see which of them will be playing to beat the nation. But before we take a break, Tim, what's your fiendish 1% question today?
This is a question answered correctly by just 1% of the nation. Are you a member of our 1% club? Well, today's question is, in the American Civil War, which city was the first capital of the Confederate States? In the American Civil War, which city was the first capital of the Confederate States? Do you know the answer at home? Well, find out if you're right after the break.
We'll see you then.
When your throat feels like this, you need effective relief to quickly melt away the discomfort. Strepsils Extra contains an antiseptic which fights bacteria and also acts as an anesthetic to gently numb your throat, so you can get on with your day. Strepsils Extra, first aid for sore throats. And for a painful sore throat, Strep-M's powerful anti-inflammatory action helps melt away the misery for up to 3 hours.
In this week's bulging 60p new magazine, pregnant celebrities and a freestyle mag inside. New magazine 60p or free with OK. The hottest celebrity gossip.
The first rule of boxing is control. It's not about losing it with someone. It's about keeping your composure. But if I was called out to a home where it seems a man was using his fist on a woman, beating her up over some domestic row. I don't know if I could keep my cool with that man. I couldn't swear to that.
An incredible album featuring all her smash hits. The very best of Cher. It's out now.
Thinking of buying a new PC? At Dell, all our PCs are built to order, which means a PC built just for you. Like this Dell Dimension desktop with an Intel Pentium 4 processor. The Intel Pentium 4 processor delivers performance where you need it most. It comes with a 15-inch flat panel monitor and £50 off at an amazing £599. So, off the shelf or built just for you? It's as easy as Dell. Call 0870 152 4601 or go online now.
Two bosses who have never met have agreed to swap companies for a fortnight, beginning a brand new series, Boss Swap.
I've just overruled you, Barney.
At the moment, you're looking a proper fool. I wanted to say to him, stop being
a new series. Boss Swap starts tonight at 9 on 4.
Welcome back to Beat the Nation. Now, Tim, what is the answer to that 1%er?
Yeah, well, before the break, I asked you, in the American Civil War, which city was the first capital of the Confederate States? Tony? Angela, would you know?
That's Philadelphia at a guess, but...
Angela?
Wouldn't have a clue.
No. Graham, you got a clue?
Not really. Philly sounds quite promising.
Your private life is your own concern. The answer is Montgomery. If you got that wrong at home, don't worry, because just 1% of the nation got it right. Well done if you did, though.
So, Tony and Angela remain in the quiz, and now the pressure is really on them. In this round, I'm going to ask questions back and forth between each contestant in turn. The questions get harder and harder until someone finally cracks and gets one wrong. Now, wrong answers will cost a life, and our contestants start with only 3 lives each. Now, Tony, you were the highest scorer on the last round, so the first question will go to you. Let the battle commence. First question is one of the simpler ones. It's a 10-pointer, Tony. What type of saw is also the name of a puzzle?
Jigsaw.
A jigsaw puzzle, yes. Angela, a 30-pointer. A nervous and jumpy person is said to be like which creature on hot bricks?
Cat.
Cat is right. Tony, a 50-pointer. A statue of which cartoon character was erected in 1937 in the central square of Crystal City, Texas, the center of a spinach-growing area?
Popeye.
Don't know how you got there, but Popeye's the right answer. Angela, a 70-pointer. Now, this means most people don't know the answer to this. Which well-known Italian sauce is made from basil, pine nuts and garlic pounded in oil?
Bechamel?
It's not bechamel, it's pesto. And that means, I'm afraid, that you lose a life. You're down to 2 lives. The questions stay with you, and we go back to the simple ones. A 10-pointer. In which place in London is there a famous dog's home?
Battersea.
Battersea is right, yes. Tony, a 30-pointer. Which film star married Richard Burton twice?
Elizabeth Taylor.
She did indeed, yes. Angela, a 60-pointer. The unit of currency in Switzerland is the Swiss what?
Franc.
The Swiss franc, it is, yes. Tony, a 70-pointer. They're getting tougher. Which territory in the northwest of the Indian subcontinent has been the subject of a dispute between India and Pakistan since 1947?
Kashmir.
Kashmir is the right answer. Angela faces an 80-pointer. Which word, when used as a verb, means to groove spirally, and when used as a noun is a type of firearm? You've lost 1 life, so you'd be advised not to lose another at this point. Which word, when used as a verb, means to groove spirally, and when used as a noun is a type of firearm?
Corkscrew?
It's not corkscrew, it's rifle. You lose another life, Angela, and that means you're down to 1, which means that you can't give me any more wrong answers if you want to stay in the game. The questions stay with you, but there are simple ones now. A 10-pointer. What does the E in email stand for?
Electronic.
Electronic is right. Tony, a 30-pointer. Coleslaw is mainly made by shredding which vegetable?
Cabbage.
Cabbage is the right answer. Angela, 60-pointer. Which city is the capital of Sweden? this to stay in the game?
Bonn.
Bonn is not. Stockholm is the capital of Sweden. I'm afraid, Angela, that means that you lose the last of your 3 lives.
A little more spinach was required there. See, Tony at one stage giving an answer, and I'm not right, I am right. It's written all over his face. Well done, Tony. I'm sorry about that, Angela. Good contestants so far, but just those tricky ones coming through.
Bad luck, but at the end of it, Tony has triumphed and in a moment will attempt to beat the nation. But Angela, never mind, because we never know when to stop giving money away on this show. Tim?
Yes, I hope to be able to give Angela £100. It's time for our Fame Game Challenge. On the screen you'll see pictures of 2 famous buildings, the Tower of London and the Empire State Building. But for £100, which one could more of the nation identify? In other words, which is more famous or recognisable, the Tower or the Empire State? Which one are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for the Empire State Building.
Empire State. Any particular reason? Think it's more recognisable from the photograph?
that-
Have you been to America?
No.
No. But you've been to London?
Yes.
OK. Well, let's first of all see what percentage recognise the Tower of London from this photograph. And we hope it's a small... Oh, it is quite a small percentage. 33%. Now, come on. Empire State Building recognises what percentage? 39%. Angela, thanks very much for coming on the show. You've been a great contestant. I'm glad you're going home with £100.
Thank you.
So, as we say goodbye to Angela, we say congratulations to Tony, who is just 90 seconds and 10 correct answers away from winning today's show. That is, if you can beat the nation. And here's how you do it.
As you know by now, your first question is easy. It's one that 90 to 100% of Britain could answer. Get it right and we move on to a question that between 80 and 90% can answer, and so on. If you get a question wrong, you'll just keep getting questions from the same level until you do get one right.
So the questions keep getting harder and harder right up to the last level, where you'll have to answer a question that less than 10% of the nation knows the answer to. Now, Tim, Tony's been doing very well, hasn't he, so far?
He won the first round, he got the highest score in the second, didn't lose a single life. He interrupted Russ Conway almost before the question was asked. He may not beat the nation, but he beat the professor on Stalin. So he's done very well. According to my computer, he should... Oh, there's been a fatal error. But very best of luck.
Yes, good luck, Tony, as you prepare to beat the nation. Your first question, as you know, could be answered by 90 to 100% of people. And your time starts now. How many pins does a standard British electrical mains plug have?
3.
3, yes. 80 to 90. The painting La Gioconda by Leonardo da Vinci is better known as the Mona...
The Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa, yes, 70 to 80. If 2 musicians perform a duet, what does 1 musician perform?
Solo.
Solo is right. 60 to 70. In geometry, how many angles are there inside a square?
4.
Yes, there are. 50 to 60. Which type of retail outlet completes the title of Dickens' novel, The Old Curiosity?
Shop.
Correct. 40 to 50. Which city in the United States is the centre of the Mormon religion?
Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City, yes. 30 to 40 in the TV series Fawlty Towers. From which city did Manuel come?
Barcelona.
Yes, he did. 20 to 30. Winston Churchill described German defeat at El Alamein as being perhaps the end of the...
Beginning.
The beginning, yes. 10 to 20. Chris Martin is the vocalist with which group?
Coldplay.
Yes, he is. Under 10%. Who was the first winner of motor racing's Formula One World Championship?
Pass.
Giuseppe Farina. What is the surname of anthropologists and paleontologists Louis, Mary and Richard?
Pass.
Leakey. In which country is the holiday resort of Cascais?
Israel.
No, Portugal. What did the O stand for in the name of Private Eye Harry O?
Olsen.
Orwell. Which common British bird is a member of the same family as the myna bird?
Pass.
Starling. As John Bull is the national personification of England, who personifies France?
Liberty. Pass.
Marianne is the answer to that one.
I know it's all personal, but those final ones seemed incredibly difficult. I mean, even seeing the answer, I wasn't quite sure. You did extremely well. You rattled through them. But you can come back. That's the good news. And with that pedigree, you should get it eventually.
Yes, the under 10%ers are very tough, aren't
These
they?
were particularly difficult, I think, or maybe it was just me.
Then again, if you know them, they're easy.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
better luck next time, because Tony will be coming back to try again on the next show, where he'll be joined by 3 new contestants, all trying to beat the nation. But before we all go, Tim has been number crunching those statistics again.
Yes, the data collection from our show reveals that the over 60s score on average 10% better than the under 30s. However, it's not all plain sailing for the older generation. The under 30s demonstrate their love of literature by scoring a full 10% higher on Shakespeare questions.
And don't forget that you at home can still pitch yourself against the nation at any time by logging on to 3ws.channel4.com/Beat the Nation. That's it. Once again, we'll see you next time.
See you then. Bye.
And Graham and Tim return tomorrow, same time, 9 o'clock. Now, coming up, we've got a morning of 4 Learning.
If you at home have watched the show and think the nation has underperformed, well, now's your chance to do better. Why not come and take part in the show yourself?
Yes, all you have to do is pop your name and address on the back of a postcard and send it into Beat the Nation Contestants, Endemol UK, Chaircroft Way, Shepherd's Bush, London W14 OEE.
We hope to see you very soon.